My God, a whole minute of bliss. Is that really so little for a whole of a man's life? Imagine yourself walking through a desert on a sunny afternoon in the scorching heat, and all of a sudden you find a water body in a distance. How would you feel? What would be the emotion that befalls you? Or imagine yourself walking through a dark, deep forest in search of some light, and you come across an illuminated house at a distance. What would be the emotion that befalls you? Same happens to a man, a lonely man, when he finally finds a companion after being lonely for years. The theme of loneliness and unrequited love explained so beautifully in this novella by Fyodor Dostoyevsky called White Nights. The story unfolds in St. Petersburg. Here is our narrator, an unnamed narrator, a capricious young man of 26, lonely, roaming the streets of St. Petersburg with no friends or acquaintances. He's been living in St. Petersburg for 8 years now, but he seldom knows anyone. The light of the day disturbs him. He finds solace in the silence of the night. He has grown to be a dreamer. On one such night, he meets a woman whom he saves from a stranger who was trying to trouble her. And there finally starts a bond of friendship. The woman introduces herself as Nastenka. Our narrator starts his story. He tells her about himself, what kind of a person he is. That there are few dialogues that shows us how lonely our man, our narrator, has been all these years. He says to Nastenka, "It's like a dream, but even in my dreams, I never guessed that I would talk to a woman. Yes, if my hand is trembling, then it's because such a pretty small hand like yours has never clasped it before. I've grown unused to women. That is, I never became used to them. You see, I'm alone." Now Nastenka starts her story. She says that she's been living with her grandmother for a while. And one fine day she meets this young man who becomes her lodger. He stays in her place for some time, and one day he leaves on an urgent work, promising to return an year after. it's revealed that Nastenka has already fallen in love with this man. And it is for this man she is waiting. First night passes, second night passes. There's no sign of this man. But the story takes an unexpected turn. Our narrator has himself fallen in love with Nastenka. He finally agrees to help her to find her lover. He agrees to write a letter for her to be posted to her lover. The letter goes somewhat like this. I'm writing you. Forgive my impatience, but for a whole year hope alone has made me happy. Am I to blame that I cannot now bear even a day of doubt? Now when you have come back, perhaps you have changed your intentions. Then this letter will tell you that I do not complain, nor do I blame you. I do not blame you that I have no power over your heart. Such then is my fate. You are a noble person. Remember that they are written by a poor girl, that she is alone, that she has no one to teach her or to advise her, and that she has never been able to control her heart. But forgive me that doubt should have crept into my heart for even a single moment. You are not capable of insulting, even thought, the one who loved you so and who still loves you. Now the third night passes and there comes the fourth night. By then Nastenka has already decided that if the man doesn't arrive anymore, then he won't arrive at all. She will never see him again. But here again the story takes an unexpected turn. On the fourth night, while our narrator and Nastenka is having a deep conversation, she hears a voice from behind, calling her name. She turns and sees a man. She identifies him as her lover. And here comes the moment. She unites with him. But before that, she goes near to our narrator. She hugs him and kisses him for one last time before departure. And finally, she walks away with her lover. And our capricious young man is lonely again. After a few days, his servant Matryona knocks at his door. There is a letter for him from Nastenka. It goes somewhat like this. God knows what I would do for you now. I know that you are miserable and sad. I have hurt you, but you know when one loves, an injury is soon forgotten, and you love me. Thank you. Yes, thank you for that love, because it is stamped on my memory like a sweet dream that you remember long after waking up, because I will forever remember that moment when you opened up your heart to me like a brother and so generously accepted the gift of my shattered heart to protect, cherish and heal it. If you forgive me, then the memory of you will be exalted in me by a feeling of eternal gratitude to you that will never quit my heart. I will keep that memory alive. I will be true to it. I will not betray it. I will not betray my heart. It is too constant. It returned so quickly yesterday to him to whom it had always belonged. We will meet. You will visit us. You will not abandon us. You will always be a friend, my brother. And when you see me, you will give me your hand, won't you? You will give it to me. You have forgiven me. Isn't that so? Do you love me as you did before? Oh, love me. Don't leave me. I love you so at this moment because I am worthy of your love, because I will deserve it, my dear friend. Next week I am to be married to him. He returned in love with me. He never forgot me. You won't be angry that I have written about him, but I want to come and see you with him. You will love him, won't you? Forgive me. Remember and love your Nastenka. Our young man reads this letter over and over again. And finally, the story ends where he says, "My God, a whole minute of bliss. Is that really so little for a whole of a man's life?" Those 4 nights he had spent with Nastenka was a blissful experience for him. Our young man is lonely again. Thank you.